Welcome back. Friday at noon updates, weekly updates. Get excited. Hopefully, this won't be 12 minutes. This will be maybe 6 minutes. So I'm going to jump right in, guys. Every Friday at noon, give the weekly updates of what's going on with me, particularly friends and family, loved ones. So let's just start with the priorities. A lot of stuff has been going on. I'm actually flying out to UCLA on Sunday, which I'll get into, but big priorities were I need to choose my primary care team by April 1st. It's down to UCLA and Duke. Shout out to my boy Dunleavy. He was able to actually establish both of those connections. So I'm flying out to UCLA Sunday, the entire week, Monday through Friday. Essentially, they're going to do testing. Really just start from scratch. Then I'm going on essentially like a friggin' East Coast tour where I'm going to come back. I'll put the schedule in the description, but I'm going to be going to New York. Have to go down to Raleigh on the 21st because they want me down to Raleigh to immediately do the same things that UCLA is doing. So by April 1st, I'm going to make a decision between my primary care team, which will either be Duke or UCLA. And again, as I mentioned last week, Hopkins is going to be just executing prescriptions, scans locally, but the decisions are going to be guided by either UCLA or Duke. So that decision is right around the corner. Also, one of the priorities was a nutritionist for my chemo recovery. Finding a nutritionist that we're doing a keto diet, but not for weight loss. It's for cancer. That's rather challenging. So we found one, Denise Potter. I think we're going to move forward with her. So that feels really good. Shout out to my boy Dubstead, who's supporting us and helping us with that. That should be locked in with the end of the week. And then the last piece of like the three priorities that I had was a second opinion team. Talked about having somebody that has no skin in the game. We're down to 2 there as well. So potentially Google, potentially Dr. Q out of the Mayo Clinic. That is probably a little bit further out. So if we can get all of those locked in by the end of the month, I will be a happy man, and we'll sort of move on to the next priorities, but really ride the wave as far as treatment's concerned. I got to be honest, though, as I speak to UCLA and as I speak to Duke, it's a little bit frustrating because they may think that I will have to have potential surgery the beginning of April. Like if they do these MRIs and they find out that I need a resection, which is essentially massively invasive surgery, I'm going to have to go right in to whichever hospital that is. So I'm starting to feel good. I'm getting back into the gym. I'm getting back into my routine work. And now I find out I'm going to have massively invasive surgery potentially on April 8th. I'm not going to lie. It was a bit of a gut punch, but you're kind of, you're dealt the cards you get, and you have to sort of play your hand. And that's where I'm at right now. I don't want to get ahead of myself. That is on the table, but I wanted to make everybody aware that this could change very, very quickly. General wins that I've had, moving apartments. So I found an apartment, already begun the moving process. Also by April 1st, I'll be moved in. In Baltimore, I live in a 4-story walk up in the entertainment district, Fells Point. So it's allowed. It's not conducive to chemo recovery. So found a place. I mean, I feel so grateful for the people in my life. Shout out to Eric. He's been a huge support. Everybody's really stepped up, and I'm immensely grateful to all that. And I can't name everybody, but I do want to shout those people out. He's supporting that piece of it. So I'll be moved in there. My current apartment for friends and family, I'm actually keeping it. And that's going to be a place, if you come in town, you can stay there. So that feel free to reach out to me for friends and family. If you guys want to come in, stay at my crib. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. It's about a mile from where I'll be staying. Medical wise, we're going through the testing. So we'll have way more testing, way more details. No updates on the pathology. Supposed to be today, remains to be seen. Rather frustrating, but pathology is the key. We'll have a functional MRI, speech assessments, language assessments. That's all I'm going to be doing, which should have apparently been done before. So that's why we kind of have to go back to the beginning. All that will be done in UCLA. And from my understanding, Duke will do the same thing with Dr. Henry Friedman. So Dr. Leal is out in UCLA. Dr. Friedman is out in Duke. And really, it's a two-horse race here, people. They're very different, which I won't get into. Very, very different. But as I mentioned, you have Dr. Linda Lau, which is a specialist in GBM, and that's all she focuses on. Or I can choose the leading institution, which is Duke, to guide the treatment. So fortunately, it's a very clear contrasting choice. I think once I get out there, I'll be able to decide what makes sense, Raleigh or Los Angeles. Other than that, one more thing I want to show you guys as we wrap up. We're doing merch stuff. So if I can share this, this will be awesome. My boy Chris and Steve, the Excellence Pisser, just sent me off these shirts, and I'm so hyped for it. Hopefully you guys can see this. These are the lit shirts. Love is a treatment shirts. And we're going to be having these to obviously wear, but to give out, to sell, whatever we do with them. But I'm really excited. Steve made this design along with Chris. Obviously, the heart leading, love is a treatment. Leading with love is really important key message across this, but also this idea of like passing the torch, because this has a lot to do with me and my daughter. So I'm really excited about that. Can't wait to rock those shirts. That's about it, guys. So we have the weekly updates every Friday at noon. Also, Mondays will be the Hitchhiker's Guide to Cancer. I'm excited about this Monday because Lindsay's coming on, my girlfriend, and we're going to talk about sort of the relationship pressures that it's putting on. So make sure you guys subscribe. We're also working on a mailing list for those who may be a little bit more technologically challenged. And I may also do some private videos for family to get quicker or to get more updates, because there's a lot going on and I don't want to bombard the channel with just a bunch of videos. So love you guys. Appreciate it. We did 7 minutes, so we're getting better. Bye.